Hi, how are you? My name is Michelle Lopez Torres. I work here at Allied Building Inspection Services. I work here in the marketing department. I've been working here for about 8 years. When Hurricane Andrew hit Miami, I was 19 years old. I was a freshman in college, and I definitely wasn't prepared for it. The day before Hurricane Andrew hit, my brother and I were at home. He's a year and a half older than I am. He was also in college, and my parents had left on a cruise with my little sister. As you can imagine, two teenage kids at home looking at the news, obviously not preparing for anything at all. We were eating donuts, as a matter of fact, sitting on the sofa, when my grandfather stormed into the house, panicked that this hurricane was coming, that we had not prepared for anything. A lot of things impacted our decisions that day as teenagers. We were asked to go and move in with our grandparents while the hurricane was coming, and a little bit thereafter. So we did. We went and we stayed in a garage with 8 other people. We slept in the garage the entire night, and I do remember waking up in the morning, opening the doors, and in complete awe of the destruction that we had seen, even as teenagers. And now that I'm 52, it was very eerie to see the streets, the signs, the trees. Everything was demolished. I live by the falls. Most of the houses there had no roof. The terraces were coming in. It was just it was like a war zone. So imagine my parents were trying really hard to, communicate with us. There was no electricity, there was no phone lines. I remember my mom coming in through the door and crying because all her plants and her gardens were destroyed. The roof in our house had been damaged. So it was definitely very impactful for them. And we're resilient people here in Miami, and so we just rebuilt everything. It took a long time. Insurance, of course, was an issue. But it's definitely something that I'll always remember. To be honest, it's kind of a blur. I was more concerned at the time about going back to college and enjoying my friends and going to the beach and clubbing. So I really wasn't paying much attention to that. But during that time, I recall my mom telling me when she came back, you shouldn't be driving. And of course, I didn't listen, and I got into a huge accident in the beach late at night. It was terrible. Perspective as a teenager probably is not what I would do today, obviously, but definitely a worthy story to tell.